The USS Porpoise was a brig in the United States Navy that mysteriously disappeared in 1854 during the U.S. Navy's exploratory mission known as the North Pacific Exploring and Surveying Expedition, or the Ringgold Rogers Expedition. The ship's disappearance has been the subject of various speculations and conspiracy theories, largely because the details surrounding its fate remain unclear. The USS Porpoise was originally launched in 1820 as a schooner, but was later re-rigged as a brig. It served in various capacities, including anti-piracy missions, coastal surveys, and explorations. The ship was part of several important naval expeditions, including the Wilkes Expedition, which explored and mapped large parts of the Pacific Ocean and Antarctica. In 1853, the USS Porpoise was assigned to the North Pacific Exploring and Surveying Expedition, a significant naval exploration mission aimed at charting the waters of the North Pacific and exploring parts of East Asia, particularly Japan and the Ryukyu Islands. The expedition was initially commanded by Commander Cadwallader Ringgold but was later taken over by Commander John Rogers due to Ringgold's health issues. In mid-1854, during the expedition, the USS Porpoise was last seen off the coast of China, near the island of Formosa, now Taiwan. After it departed the island, it sailed into a typhoon-prone area. The ship never reached its next planned destination, and it was never seen again. After the USS Porpoise failed to arrive at its rendezvous points, the other ships in the expedition searched for it, but no trace was found. The ship was eventually presumed lost at sea, likely due to a typhoon or other severe weather conditions. The disappearance of the USS Porpoise has given rise to several conspiracy theories, largely because of the lack of concrete evidence about its fate. 1. Typhoon destruction theory. The most widely accepted theory is that the USS Porpoise was lost in a typhoon. The waters around Taiwan and the South China Sea are known for their violent storms, and it's plausible that the ship was overwhelmed by a typhoon and sank with all hands lost. This theory is supported by the fact that other ships in the area reported encountering severe weather around the time the Porpoise went missing. 2. Collision with a hidden reef. Another theory suggests that the USS Porpoise may have struck a hidden reef or shoal in the treacherous waters of the South China Sea. The region was not well charted at the time, and the ship could have easily run aground and been destroyed by the impact or subsequent rough seas. 3. Capture by pirates. Some have speculated that the USS Porpoise might have been captured by pirates. The waters of the South China Sea were notorious for piracy during that era. However, this theory is less likely because there were no reports of sightings or rumors of a captured American naval vessel from local authorities or other ships in the area. 4. Deliberate disappearance. A more conspiratorial theory suggests that the disappearance of the USS Porpoise was not accidental, but deliberate. According to this theory, the ship may have been engaged in covert activities, possibly espionage related to the political tensions in East Asia at the time. The ship's disappearance could have been covered up to hide these operations. However, there is little concrete evidence to support this theory, and it remains speculative. 5. Mutiny and sabotage. Another theory involves the possibility of mutiny or sabotage by the crew. This theory is speculative and based on the idea that internal dissent or conflict among the crew could have led to the ship's destruction or abandonment. However, there are no historical records indicating unrest aboard the USS Porpoise, making this theory less credible. 6. Supernatural explanations. As with many maritime mysteries, some have suggested supernatural causes for the disappearance of the USS Porpoise. These theories range from ghost ships to the Bermuda Triangle-like phenomena, although the latter is geographically irrelevant. These explanations, while intriguing to some, are generally dismissed by historians. The loss of the USS Porpoise was a significant blow to the North Pacific exploring and surveying expedition, but the remaining ships continued their mission, ultimately contributing valuable charts and scientific knowledge to the U.S. Navy. The USS Porpoise is remembered as one of several ships lost in the pursuit of exploration and knowledge during the Age of Sail. Its disappearance highlights the dangers faced by sailors and explorers during this era, particularly in uncharted and hostile environments. To this day, the exact fate of the USS Porpoise remains unknown. Despite the more logical explanations like typhoon destruction or collision with underwater hazards, the lack of physical evidence or survivors has kept the door open for speculation and conspiracy theories. The disappearance of the USS Porpoise is a classic maritime mystery, one that captures the imagination due to the combination of perilous circumstances, the unknown fate of the crew, and the possibility of undiscovered wreckage lying at the bottom of the sea. While logical explanations such as destruction by a typhoon or collision with a reef are the most plausible, the complete lack of evidence has allowed more imaginative and conspiratorial theories to persist. The fate of the USS Porpoise remains an enigmatic chapter in naval history, embodying the risks and uncertainties of exploration in the 19th century.